Hey guys, Burger Boy here, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the upcoming Forbidden Limited List update for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, coming out on September 30th, 2022. We're going to see what cards are going to be banned, what cards are going to be brought to 2, brought to 1, brought to 3, and we're going to see if any of my decks have been hit. I do know one of the cards that's going to be on it, everyone saw it coming, and we'll just get right on into it. So, of course, Forbidden Halka Fibrax, it sets up a lot of great plays for a lot of great synchro decks. It's a huge problem if you can't out it, and you're basically screwed if that Halka Fibrax is allowed to go off, especially during your turn. So, yeah, you're no longer allowed to play Halka Fibrax after the 30th. That's going to be kind of sucky for my Ice Barrier deck, but I'll make it work. Alright, going on to limited, sorry. Water Enchantress, yeah, this one went into Master Duel as 2, and now it's at 1. It went into a lot of your combos for your adventure tokens. It really went into any kind of deck that could utilize tokens, and any link-based deck that didn't really require specifics for monsters. So, when it just says 2 monsters, or 1 monster, it literally can also use a token, and Enchantress would get you those tokens using your Rite of Aramesir, and going into a lot of combo starters for link-based decks, and then you could really use those for anything. So you could use your token and a tuner to get your Hulk, and then go into all your synchro plays. So it's a huge problem. Sorry for the notifications, you guys will see them. Okay, we're going into semi-limited. So Rivalry of the Warlords and Gozen Match. That's a super big problem when they're in an Eldritch deck, because Rivalry locks you into 1 type of monster, and Gozen Match locks you into 1 attribute. So that would mean that if your opponent has Zombie World active, it turns both players' fields and graveyards into zombies, and then Rivalry would lock both players into just zombies, and Gozen Match would lock both into dark. So that is a huge problem if you're not also playing Eldritch, or I can't even say Shiranui because they're fire-based. Raigeki, okay, I mean, oh, this is interesting. Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This card, although the Ice Barriers aren't a very popular and not very strong archetype, I really like them a lot because they're a lot of fun to play with. They're a good stall deck, but they don't really see a lot of play anymore. But using like modern day cards can make them pretty viable. So I had Halka Fibrax in this deck, and now I can't use it anymore. But Trish, it's really good because it could set up hand loops, which you will be allowed to get rid of opponent's cards, and then you can use a card called Desynchro, put it back in the extra deck, special summon the materials back, re-synchro summon it, and then do that hand loop again. So I can do that twice now, and if I put Desynchro in my Ice Barrier deck, I can pull that off. Wind Up Carrier Zen Mighty, I wasn't aware that this card was a thing. I don't even know what it does. We'll skip over ABC Dragon Buster, also no clue what it does. But that's okay, I guess. I've been against 1 ABC deck, and they suck. Trickstar Light Stage, Red Reboot, Dino Wrestler Pankratops, really good in Dinosaur decks, special summons itself. Spiral Quick Fix, Double Iris Magician, and Orchist. Oh. Orchist Harp Horror! I play Orchis, and only being able to have 1 Harp Horror is brutal, but I can still make that combo work with just 1. It's super duper consistent, and having 2 now is going to be super awesome. It's going to get me into a whole bunch of more combo pieces quicker, and I'm going to have a better chance of drawing into it, although you might not want to draw into it, because you could just use your Foolish Burial to send it to pop its effect, or normal summon Armageddon Knight to get its effect off. Regardless of how you get Orcus Harpor in the grave, being able to have 2 is really, really good. Alright, is that it? Alright. Cards of which limit on the copies is lifted. So now these are cards that were previously limited, and now they're going back up to 3. So, let's see. Beginning of the End and Harmonizing Magician. I'm not aware what either of those do. I just know that Beginning of the End goes with the Demise deck, and Harmonizing Magician is a good tuner pendulum monster, I believe. I can't quite remember what its effect does, but that's interesting, I guess. So Pendulum Magicians are popping off again, it seems. Especially with Double Iris Magician to 2. I think it might have been at 3, I can't remember. But yeah, that's really cool. And that's everything, right? Yeah. Yep. That is unfortunate that Hulk was banned. That's really the only thing I care about. But like I said, I've barely played Halqifibrax in ranked especially. I like to save it for when I'm just playing with my friends for fun. But I really hope it's not banned in the TCG, but it might, because I also have copies from my real life Ice Barrier decks. But still, it's going to be really interesting to see how players work around Halqifibrax, especially when people would use Halqifibrax to go right into Auroradon, which is another problem card that I think should be banned. It's unfortunate that it's not on here. Other cards that I think should be banned would be... I'm not sure. I don't think it's fair to say any of the Despias, because they just had a huge boost with the branded stuff. Especially Branded Fusion. Maybe it would have been wise to put Branded Fusion to 2, but it just came out, so to start a problem within like 2 weeks is pretty big, but I don't think it's a huge deal yet. But yeah, I'm content with this ban list. I think it's fine. I'm really happy about Harpoor, and I'm really happy about Trish. Not too excited about the Halqifibrax though. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and be sure to like and subscribe. Peace out!